morning. I am Ms. Roman at Short Hump Middle School, the General Education Collaborative 7th grade teacher. And this is Ms. Paris, my co-teacher. All right, let's get started. Can we get started? All right, y'all. So we got all that out. Okay, everyone has their packet with theme in it, correct? The theme sheet. Okay. If you do not, you have blank paper, and we'll go from there. Okay, raise your hand if you've ever heard of Aesop's fables. Aesop's fables. What's a fable? What do you already know about a fable? Yes. Oh, I'm going to Pierce first and then Joe.
A fable is something that's like not true, maybe like trying to teach you a lesson.
It usually teaches you a lesson. There you go. You hit it on the money. Yes?
Most of the time it's not true. And it's
Okay.
fable because it's fake.
It's fable because it's fake. Egypt, you got something different or?
Usually they have like animals talking.
Okay, y'all hit it on the money. They're usually animals talking. It is a fable because it is fake, and it usually teaches you a life lesson. So raise your hand if you've ever heard the story, the fox and, well, you can call it fox and rabbit, and if you're on the track team, you know what, we play that game all the time. But they call it the hare and the tortoise. Raise your hand if you've ever heard that story. It is a classic, and you probably already know the lesson behind the story. So we're going to do it's first story time. So we're going to read the story first, and then we're going to talk about the life lesson that is in the story, okay? So actually, I'm not going to sit down for story time so y'all can see. Ready? You don't need a pencil. You don't need anything but your eyes on the story. The hare and the tortoise. Well, first of all, what's a hare?
A rabbit.
And the nice name for a rabbit, and a tortoise is a turtle. Here we go. One day in March, after a morning of carefree cavorting and capering with her friends on the hillside, Hare was herring her way home along a path when she came across a tortoise. Tortoise was going the same way, but slowly, very slowly, as tortoises do. Hare stopped to tease him. Can't you go a little faster? I mean, how do you ever arrive? Oh, I arrive, said Tortoise very politely. I always arrive, and sooner rather than later, maybe sooner than you imagine. Okay, so here's a picture of your, you don't need your pencil. Stop there. Okay, all right, true, said Fox, who was passing by. I'm telling you, as tortoises go, this is a very speedy tortoise. Speedy tortoise, scoffed Hare. No such thing. Listen, Hare, said Tortoise, losing his patience a little. I get where I want fast enough, thank you. I'll prove it if you like. How about a race? You and me. The first one to the river is the winner. So you can tell based on the tone and the mood that the tortoise does not like being taunted by the hare, okay? Hare leaped with laughter, keeping her distance from Fox, of course. A race? You and me? No problem. I'll beat you. Easy peasy. You won't see me for dust. You set us off, Fox? I'm ready. And Fox agreed. Ready, steady, go. Fox called out, and off they went. Hare as fast as the wind. What is that an example of? Oh, brownie points. Look at y'all. We're not even on that unit. Good job. And Tortoise, well, Tortoise as slow as a tortoise. There's really nothing else you can compare it to. So you have your, there's our tortoise, and there's our fox and our rabbit. The fox is actually starting the race. Really? Got it? Evan, come up here, honey. Okay. But Hare raced away and was very soon out of sight. So when the next looked behind her, Tortoise was nowhere to be seen. Hare thought to herself, there's no point in showing off and no one's watching. I'll just lay down here in the sun and have a nap until Tortoise comes. No worries, and before she knew it, she was very fast asleep. Meanwhile, Tortoise just kept plodding on, slowly, steadily, until at last he came to where Hare lay sleeping on the grass and thought to himself with a smile, Hare looks tired, out with all that running. Poor old thing, best not wake her. So what does the hare do while she's waiting for the tortoise? She decides to take a nap. How many of y'all take naps when you're supposed to be doing something else? Okay, on Tortoise, a lot of hands. On Tortoise went, slowly, steadily, up the hills and down the dales toward the river. Just then, a fly landed on Hare's nose. She woke with a start and at once remembered the race. She hared over the fields as fast as she could go, but it was too late. By the time she reached the riverbank, Tortoise was already drinking. What kept you, Hare? She asked, but Hare walked off in a huff, far too angry with herself to reply, and Fox laughed himself silly all the way home. Speed isn't everything. There are other ways of winning. Okay, so I wanted just to show y'all the picture of the hare huffing. What does it mean to huff? To huff away. Ethan, can you see the picture? You'll see it? What does it mean? To huff away? What does it look like? Chesley, you're doing it. You're doing it. What does it look like? Do it. Who can do the huff? Yeah, okay. They're huffing away. So you can obviously tell the tone of the hare and the tortoise. Okay, so it kind of tells you a lesson. And if you heard this in elementary school, you probably heard the lesson, slow and steady wins the race. But that lesson's a little outdated. So what could be the life lesson? You guys will turn and talk with your tables really quickly. So the hare decided to do what while he was supposed to be racing, or she? Take a nap. Why did she take a nap? She just knew she was going to win. Go ahead.
Because she thought that the tortoise was too slow.
She thought the tortoise was too slow, and she's like, I can beat him any day, any night. I don't need to take this seriously, right? But then the tortoise just continued to truck along and do what he does best, and then all of a sudden he won the race. Okay, so turn and talk with your partner, and what other life lesson, or your table mates, okay, for 30 seconds, and then we'll come back and go. What life lesson can you get from that? Evan, turn around with your partner, honey. What life lesson can you get? Not slow and steady wins the race. Oh, I like that. Okay, and y'all can share. I like them. This kind of y'all can share all three and then decide who has a good one. What did y'all say? Ooh, gotta say that on camera. That's good. Right. Yeah, they always say slow and steady wins the race, and I don't really believe that myself. Right, but there's a procrastination is a good thing to learn from. You said what wins? The turtle wouldn't have won unless the hare would have rested, and that's where the theme lies. All right, you can hear me clap once, hear me clap twice. Okay, I heard some really good ones because we were talking about how slow and steady does not win a race, right? The hare would have won had he kept going. So that's where the lesson lies. So can a couple people, y'all had some really good ones. Trey, make sure you say it loudly.
The best never rests.
The best never rest. I like that. I like that life lesson. Uh-oh. It's that cup.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Don't judge a book by its cover. I like it. And then, good one. Good one. Almost went through. Y'all had a good one. Ethan, can you go ahead and tell me what y'all, Tyler, go ahead.
I can say what he said.
That's okay.
Don't get too cocky.
Don't get too cocky, okay? And we can add a whole plethora of other things behind that. Grace?
Stay on task.
Stay on task. And that's kind of what those ladies said in a second. I'll go to them.
If your opponent's going to take a nap, you take advantage.
If your opponent's going to take a nap, okay. So you outwork your opponent. That's exactly what you have to do. And ladies in the back, y'all just had like a word y'all said not to do. Can you, what was it?
Don't procrastinate.
Don't procrastinate. Now raise your hand if you guys have something big coming up, big to do, and you procrastinate. You've kind of mastered it, and you're getting that stress, and it's stressful. And then you huff away, and you're mad at the tortoise, but who should the hare be mad at? At herself, right? Because the hare in the story was a girl. But the hare should have been mad at the hare because the hare decided to wait. All right, so what I like to say for a good theme for this one, and y'all have some awesome themes. Raise your hand if you've ever heard who can finish it up for me? Anyone ever heard this one? Ooh, this is a good one. This is going to be our life lesson for the rest of the year. Keep this for the rest of your life. Y'all say it for me? That's exactly what happened. That's our life lesson from the hare and the tortoise. So you can be the best, the absolute best at something and have the most talent. But if you come out and you try out for a team and you're like, oh, I got this because I was on the last year and I'm okay and I'm the best that ever did it, you will get outbeat by people that work hard, okay? And that is exactly what happened to the tortoise, to the hare. She got outbeat by someone who was not procrastinating, who kept going. So that's why they say slow and steady. As long as you're working towards your goals, it doesn't matter what other people are doing and they're showboating and they want to make it look like they're hot stuff, you know? But as long as you work hard. So hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard, okay? So that's the life lesson that I want all of y'all to keep after this, okay? So free write time. Take out your loose sleeve. And let's talk about a time. So you guys have told me, I gave you loose sleeve. You need a pencil? Okay. You guys have told me about a time where your parents had to take a tone with you when they got a little, attitude with you because of what you did. So now I want to know about a time when someone taught you a valuable life lesson. It could be a coach. It could be a teacher. Okay? It could have been just now you learned this lesson and you really, really liked it and you think you're going to carry this lesson with you, you need paper, for the rest of your life. Okay? So everybody think about a time while you're waiting. Thank you, Harrison. Okay? Don't start writing yet. Y'all know the drill. Okay. Can y'all refresh my memory? What do we do with free writes? No what? No stopping. And don't edit. Right. Don't edit. Just keep writing. Just keep writing until all the ideas come out. Okay? All right. So you guys are going to write about a time where you learned a valuable life lesson. It could have been, let's see, it could have been a time Miss Paris or Miss Roman taught you a lesson. It could have been a time you got in trouble and learned a lesson. It could have been just some advice, bless you, that somebody gave you. Or raise your hand if you were like some of me when I was younger and you learned the hard way sometimes. Yeah. So it could have been a time where you learned the hard way and you got the lesson after you learned the hard way, okay? Or you could have been, like me when I got older and I learned from other people and you got your valuable lesson that way, all right? So think about that time. Think about what that lesson was. Think about what you did. I know your pencils are ready. Think about what you did. Think about what that person did or said to you. Yes? It's something, we're not sharing it unless you want to share it. So this is your personal journal. So if it's something really bad, just let it all out and don't do it again. Ready? All right, I'm going to start y'all like a race. On your marks. Pencil. Get set. Go. Right about that time. I meant to cut the music on. Oh, did you cut the thing off? You do not have to share unless you want to, so feel free to be as personal. You learned plenty of lessons this year already. You need paper. Come here, I'll give you some. There you go. And I'll cut the music on for y'all. Okay, everyone has started. That means the timer will start. I hope this isn't too loud on the camera. Good job, Wyatt. Keep writing. Nope, Ethan, that's not acceptable. Come on. All you have to do is write anything you're thinking about with that life lesson. I'm pretty sure if it's a real life lesson, it probably still sticks with you today. Keep writing, Evan. Okay, got 40 more seconds, so make sure you add in all your details, whatever you want to say. You can even talk about a second one if your first one is already written about. You almost learned a lot of life lessons in your young age. Good job, Trey. And the Timer is up. Good job. Good job. Y'all did really good. If you need to finish up your last sentence, add in your last detail, perhaps you didn't say exactly what it is you learned or how you learned it. Okay, some of y'all finishing up your last detail. Good job, y'all. And you can drop your pencil when you do. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed our lesson today. Go Pumas!